it's Carson, aka Make Up Your Mind, and today I'm doing this super easy, natural-ish spring tutorial for you using mostly peach toned products. Yeah, that's what I'll use. And for this look, I used the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This palette has been so hard to get and it sells out within minutes. I think it's because the colors are absolutely gorgeous. It has 18 colors and they vary from bronzes to peaches to purples. So I think this is also a very versatile palette. I think the packaging is great and it smells like peaches. Yeah, it smells really good. So I used this to get my peach look. So if you want to figure out how to do this, keep watching. I'm starting out with my Lancôme La Base Pro Perfecting Makeup Primer because it makes all of my eyeshadows go on super smooth and like butter. Now I'm taking the first shade in the palette, which is White Peach, on a concealer brush. I'm just going to put this all over my eye to cancel out any veins and make all of the lighter colors a little bit more pigmented and show up more, because the light colors that I like to use are a little bit lighter than my skin and don't show up, if that makes any sense at all. Now I'm taking the shade Peaches and Cream with a fluffy blending brush and just putting this messily in my crease using windshield wiper motions. Because it's such a light color, it doesn't matter how precise the blending is, just buff it out as much as you can. This shade is kind of a creamy orange creamsicle shade, but a little bit more pale. Now with the same brush, I'm taking the shade next to it, which is called Georgia, and I'm just messily blending this over. Putting these two colors on top of each other will give your eye just a tiny bit more dimension. And now I'm taking just a fluffy blending brush and going over it all. Now I'm taking Candied Peach on a more precise blending brush to keep it low in my crease so that my eye doesn't look overly orange. This shade is very peachy and it has glitter flakes in it, which makes it so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. It's definitely one of my favorite colors in the palette. My blending technique kind of went out the window. Sorry, it's a little bit cringeworthy. Now I'm taking this gorgeous pink shade called Bellini on a concealer brush, and I started putting that on my lid before I realized that my finger would make the color show up more and just pack it on the lid. So I went with the finger because the concealer brush was obviously not working out for me. A little bit of Bellini got up into my crease, so I just took the brush, I didn't add any product to it, and I went over it to make the crease color more prominent. Now I'm taking this kind of golden creamy color Luscious on a flat shader brush, and I'm putting this in the center of my eyelid. It'll give my eyelid a little bit more dimension and it'll just look overall lighter. Now I'm going back in with White Peach in a concealer brush, and I'm going to put it under my eyebrow to lift the brow bone up, and I'm going to put it in my inner corner just to make me look a little bit more awake, because let's be honest, I just had a full day of school and I am tired. Now I'm taking the True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation in the shade N2, and I'm going to put this all over my face really lightly. I'm using the sponge that comes with it, and I'm just kind of rolling it on. They recommend not using a brush, so I don't have any other sponges but this one. I chose this foundation because it looks really natural and glowy, so I thought it'd be perfect for this kind of natural, fresh spring look. And the main reason I'm using this foundation is just to cover some of the rosiness that comes on my face, because honestly, it isn't very full coverage unless you really, really pack it on, which I'm obviously not doing. Now I'm taking the Rimmel Brow This Way in medium brown. I'm using this product just to make my brows look a little bit less dull and cover some of the blonde patches I have. Funny story about this product, I accidentally bought it. I thought I was grabbing an eyelash curler and I didn't pay that much attention, and I accidentally picked this up. Now I'm taking Benefit's Liquid Highlighter in High Beam, and I'm going to put this above my eyebrows, on the center of my forehead, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, the top of my cheekbones, and my chin, just to give me an overall glow. The thing I love about this product is how natural it looks, and once you put it on, you just look like you're glowing from within, and girl, let's be honest, that's all we really want. I started out trying to blend this product with a brush, and then I realized that really wasn't working for me. Unless you're using a big foundation brush, it's kind of hard to blend out with a small concealer brush. Nice face, Carson. So I decided just to go with my fingers because that made it more natural and just easier to control. It's up to you what you decide to do, but that was just what I thought worked best for me. wasn't until this moment that I realized I didn't bring a blush brush or a highlighting brush. So I just used my fingers, but this is the Lancôme Blush Subtil Delicate Oil-Free Powder Blush in Rose Fresque. So yeah, I had to apply this with my fingers. I honestly do not recommend it because you can get some pretty interesting results if I do say so myself. I'm taking Becca and Jaclyn Hill's collaboration Champagne Pop and a blending brush to put this on the tops of my cheekbones. Then I freaked out because it looked very streaky. So I just did what blending brushes do best. So now I'm taking this old Milani white eye pencil in the shade White, wow, and I'm putting this on my waterline to give myself a more doe-eyed look, and it makes your eyes look a lot bigger and more awake. Now I'm taking the Illegal Length mascara from Maybelline, and I'm just putting this on my top and bottom lashes. I feel like this mascara is totally underrated because it's one of my favorites, but I've never heard anyone talk about it. Now I'm taking this NYC lipstick, which is totally beat up, in the shade Berry Me, and I just put this on the center of my lips and I'm blending it out with my finger. The footage of my lips actually kind of got cut off, but that's why it looks so weird right there, because I'm about to blend it out with my finger. It makes it look a lot more natural and a lot less crazy pink. And lastly, I'm taking the Benefit Dandelion lip gloss, and I'm just putting this all over my lips. I love this lip gloss. It's not sticky, and it's just a really pretty shimmery color. So, here's the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope you like it as much as I do. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!